Consider a ham and cheese sandwich. Perfect continuous verb forms work in a similar way. You have the auxiliary verb ter, which works as the ham, and you have the past participle of verbs, which work as the cheese. What about the bread, you may ask? What is the bread? Well, the bread... You are the bread. Okay, this sandwich metaphor didn't work out as well as I planned, and the video is now ruined. I will try to save it by turning it into a popular reaction video. This is me reacting to my own video. Enjoy! These tempos compostos, in Portuguese, have different names according to the tense of the verb ter, but I won't tell you what those names are, because I'm evil, and also because I believe they are confusing and unnecessary for anyone who only wants to be able to communicate in Portuguese. You need only two skills to use them. You need to know how to conjugate the verb ter, and you need to know how to form the past participle. Conjugating ter is something you should already know. If you don't, maybe this isn't the right video to start with. Check the number in the thumbnail. As for forming the past participle, there are harder things in life, and certainly there are harder things in the process of learning Portuguese. For most AR and IR verbs, remove the final R from the infinitive and replace it with do. Cantar, cantado. Olhar, olhado. Dançar, dançado. Estar, estado. Partir, partido. Dormir, dormido. For most ER verbs, remove the final er and replace it with ido. Comer, comido. Ler, lido. Ser, sido. Some verbs have irregular participles. Note that these aren't the same as irregular verbs. If you were paying attention, you saw the nasty irregulars ser, ler, and estar in the easy corner of the list. Some examples of verbs with irregular participles are dizer, dito, pôr, posto, escrever, escrito, fazer, feito, ver, visto, cobrir, coberto, abrir, aberto, vir, vindo. Again, if you are paying attention, you notice that some of these, like escrever and abrir, are regular. Some other verbs have two participles, one regular and one irregular. The regular one is used with the verb ter, and the irregular one is used in another thing we won't mention for now. You also have verbs in which the regular participle has fallen into disuse and has been replaced by the irregular form even when used with ter. Ganhar, ganhado, ganho. Gastar, gastado, gasto. Pagar, pagado, pago. This means you may have native speakers correcting you if you say ter gastado instead of ter gasto, but some grammar experts may disagree. Good thing I'm not a grammar expert, or an expert of anything, although my knowledge of Portuguese football trivia from the 1990s is legendary. Armed with the past participle and the verb ter, you can start using perfect continuous forms. Tenho lido livro sobre cimento. I have been reading a book about cement. Temos comido veneno. We have been eating poison. Ele tem visto pessoas mortas. He has been seeing dead people. Feel free to be creative and change the tense of ter for added fun. O ornitorrinco tinha dançado a noite toda. Imperfect. The platypus had been dancing the whole night, or the platypus had danced the whole night. O ornitorrinco terá dançado a noite toda. Future. The platypus will have danced the whole night. O ornitorrinco teria dançado a noite toda. Conditional. The platypus would have danced the whole night. A couple of notes. To build these forms, you can't replace the future and the conditional with the present and the imperfect, like you do in colloquial speech when using them on their own. Also, you may feel tempted to take your linguistic creativity one step forward and build a perfect continuous form with the Portuguese simple past, the pretérito perfeito, like this. O ornitorrinco teve dançado a noite toda. You can't, so don't. There, one more video done. If I didn't mess up the counting, which is totally possible, it will be video number 30 in the Learn Portuguese series. I hope you have learned something from them. If you have, please subscribe, like any videos that deserve being liked, and please consider supporting me on patreon.com/simpletonportuguese or booking a class on italki. The links are in the description. If you didn't learn anything from these 30 videos, I will now go drown my sorrow by making more videos of me reacting to things. Adeus!